Welcome to another session of Days of Our Craft with the 999 ASMR Tarot. And I am your host, Random Chatty Guy. We're going to start this one with a drawing of a tiny tarot card to see what the energy of this art will be. And it's going to be the sun. The sun's not out here today. It's overcast, almost misty, dreary in the valley of the frogs and the wild turkeys. But we'll just kind of keep this out and remember that it's a sunny day here in Imagination Land. And if you're watching this on the replay, feel free to increase the speed of the playback. And this here is a repurposed canvas. It's a I painted something on it in 2019 and I was never happy with it. Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the Days of Our Craft with a random guy on the internet. And I'm looking for the right brush to start with. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do here in Imagination Land, but I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. You know, it's funny, you got this tarot of the sun, and I pulled a tarot card for to just before you popped on, and it was the sun card. The sun card is what popped out. And don't forget to like the video before you head back to work or anything like that. But yeah, the sun card. So the tarot is telling us that it's the sun inside our imagination land today. Yes, and I've done a pretty much a back-to-back. Each stream here separated by about 12 hours. I'm going to start by applying some fluorescent blue. It's really hello, Dom. Welcome to the Days of Our Craft. I'm going to start here by applying some fluorescent blue. I'm going to texture it out, and then we're going to add in a little bit of this fluorescent red right into it. Well, Jeff, well, you do a lot of streams too. And it's, you know, I'm doing caregiving as a job. I mean, so I'm home all the time. I don't really go anywhere. I mean, I got up and I think I only slept like 5 or 6 hours last night, though. Dom. No. I don't know what we're going to do here in Imagination Land. So we're just going to kind of put in this energy. Put the energy into it, making sure that nothing turns on this nice purpley color. But you know what? Well, I don't consume alcohol anymore. Ever since I went on the I'm just going to apply some titanium white right to this, and I'm going to mix it as we go along. since I went on the diabetes drug, metformin, in order to, I have, I had to give up drinking. I mean, you can have like one drink, but the drug instructions say there are no safe limits that you can have of alcohol and metformin. I got some red in here. I'm going to just put in here just a bit of just some red right here. I am transforming and welcome never to add a Lego. I am transforming a mistake. Yeah. Simba's Dino Play, hello, and B, welcome. Yes, this is a journey into imagination land, and that's where we are at right now. Welcome, Simba Dino Play. Welcome. Did I tell you about the tragedy that I know that you were in the my stream where I was doing the Play-Doh things? Did I tell you about the tragedy that happened while I was out drying my Play-Doh creatures, and a bird came up and pecked them to death? And so my Play-Doh sculptures are no more. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to yeah. So yeah, that was kind of funny. I went out to go bring them in at the end of the day, and they were like almost all gone, and so. But I was kind of worried because some of the so I guess that's where the land is going to be. We're just going to add some land in here, just a little bit of that. I'm going to tone it down with some yellow. Tone down land, little white. So tone it down a bit. But Jeff, I had a brilliant idea yesterday, which I am going to work on here. Not today. I need a couple more colors. I have blue and purple of the color, but I need some other colors. So I'm going to come in here and put in just some. My cord isn't quite long enough, but I might take the hair dryer out and see if I can dry the surface a bit here. So we get some ASMR sounds here. And I need to, this is really wet. And so this is coming from over here. The cord is barely long enough. So hopefully nobody gets chased away right here. I'm going to try and dry the paint up just a little bit. Yeah, it's this is a repurposed canvas, and now I need to make some brown here. Where's my black at? So we're going to change brushes to a little smaller brush. I'll get my black out. Carbon black, I think, is what this was. I do also have Mars black, but in the house it's carbon black. And then we'll get a different brush like this one here. And a little bit of water. Gonna come stick it in here, and then we're gonna put it right. Oh, that's a lot of black. So we might use this black someplace else too. Put it over here. How come this is doing this to me? There we go. Get that stuck in there. This is the boring part when you start mixing paint. And of course I chased everybody away by turning the hairdryer on. I need to tone this down. Everything's so gloopy now. Just add a little more water. It's gray. Gotta add some brown red to it. So if you're just joining and you're Robin Fresh, welcome, welcome. We are doing a journey into imagination land right now. So this is a little brown. It's a bit darker than I want to use, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add a bunch of white to it. So it's kind of maybe like iron-rich soil. I'm just going to bring this in here. Kind of there. It's there. Travel siblings, welcome. Welcome back. I'm going to just texture this out just a little bit. Well, maybe not. Maybe just go back in and make it like this, some different colors. Just maybe you want to make it a little steeper here. Kind of come over here. It looks like hell right now. Fam Mosser from Poland, welcome. Welcome. Last night, Fam Mosser, I had somebody from Bulgaria in my stream. Hello and welcome. And don't forget to push the like button if you're just here. Kind of helping out. Maybe YouTube will push this out a little further. Maybe I'll just use this palette knife. AJ, welcome, welcome. Let's just kind of put some different shapes in here. You know, it's just imagination land, so we can do this in imagination land. It's kind of scraping things down and back in the background. And some of the original painting is coming through as well. It's kind of bringing it out. It looks like hell, but thank you for subscribing and liking. I really appreciate your support. I do painting videos and paper mache and other things. Oh, that's right. We can put some little rivers and so forth in here. I got to put some other paint on here. And I'm going to put some white in here and just mix it in. And then we'll just kind of scrape down. The surface of the paint, of the gesso, wasn't really dry yet. And let's put some yellow in there just to... I am taking a walk into imagination land, fam. And I'm not really liking what's going on here. I'm not really liking it at all. It's just but I got to be patient. That's the one thing about painting that is important to remember, is patience. And though maybe something you apply some color and it looks like crap, you can apply some patience and just going to do some shapes like this. I think maybe we'll do a foreground that's a little bit darker in here. Some shadows like this. A little of that. Okay, you got to go. Well, thanks for popping in. For a minute. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I reached that last night. I did. But with I think 25 more, then I make and then I will reach the same number of subs that I got in July, which was like I did 104 subs in July, and right now I'm at like 70 something. So we'll just put some lighter colors into places here, just to lighten things up. It's just way in the distance. I'm gonna put that up to the edge there. Just a little bit of a fuzzy edge. Texture it out. It may actually just have way too much of this here, and maybe we'll come back in and just do a little bit of dark here, darker colors, and I'm going to start painting the foreground. I want to put some more white in the sky, but maybe I don't need to. Maybe it's fine to have it this purpley off-white color. I'll put this in here and then maybe bring it up a notch. Bring the brown up a notch with just some white here. Maybe we take my palette knife and we're just going to scrape some of this paint off here. So make some... Oh, I didn't like that. Now I took too much off and it went back down to the gesso down on the bottom. So that technique doesn't... I don't think is going to work here. And maybe just bring a little path. Oh, that just went right down to the original painting. So this is repurposing a... It kind of looks like a big cliff over there, and that's good. We'll just kind of take that. All right, so I'm gonna go back in with the yellow, and we're gonna just put that yellow. It's highlights of the sun on the edge of the world. And this thing is 7 and 7. That's a good number. The tarot gave me a sun card for this. That means it should be turned into a good sunny day. And maybe we go in and just stipple in a little bit of... yes, we want to use this brush here. We're going to stipple in just a little of this fluorescent blue right here. Got these blue wildflowers or something in the distance, blue fields. They're kind of sparkling with the sun, which is rising on your back. Maybe some of this other blue here. Just a little bits of blue. Little bits of blue. Just have to remember this is a playtime session in Imagination Land. I'm going to use some of this fluorescent red over here as well. Just in little dots. These are just like, maybe they're plants or flowers in the distance. You know, it's just something in the far, far away land. And I just take, welcome, Lael, welcome to Imagination Land. And I'm your host. I'm just some random guy on YouTube who's doing stuff with a paintbrush. Since we're in Imagination Land, we're not going for realism. A little white. Let's just change this. Just tone that blue down to kind of a whitish color. The paint's kind of gloopy, but maybe we can, you know, I have a color shaper. I think a color shaper will work better than a palette knife here. So I want to scrape down here before I start adding the foreground. I want to just add a little texture so that you're looking at, this is like a cliff in the far away cliff. Welcome, AGB. Welcome. Just the little lines, kind of right down to like sandstone in the distance. Just a little bit down there. Some tributaries. It's a real steep cliff. Welcome, Sands. Welcome. What? Oh, you're good. I hope that you find my art to be interesting enough that you might want to come back and and watch other videos that I do. And maybe this is like a little path, a mountain path. And while I wait for the foreground to cool a little bit, and then the paint is really wet. It's really, really wet. I need a heat gun or something. I got a hair dryer, but that just chases everybody away. 23 minutes in. I'm still on my second cup of coffee. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put this aside and I'm going to do something else while I wait for the foreground to dry a bit. And because the gesso was still hot, it was still really so the other day I made this paper mache balloon, and I think I might paint on it a bit. And so we're gonna just add a bunch of paint. I'm just gonna add that paint directly onto here. Maybe, yeah, let's do that, because I gotta get some other cool colors to use here. I'm gonna get into my bag of paints, and let's go with some fluorescent orange and some fluorescent red. So big colors of fluorescent orange and fluorescent red. And I'm gonna take this stuff and just pop it right down on here. I'm gonna make a target. I'm gonna take this here. We're doing some ASMR color texturing right here. I'm going to take that color, and I'm going to take this color here, some neon orange, and we're going to get doing some things here. I'm going to go back in my brush, and we're going to just paint this thing up a bit, give it a little bit of texture. Going to blend right into the piece. We're not really trying to do anything particularly. Welcome, BRB. Oh, here, BRB. What does BRB mean, Sans? We're just doing this while the paint is just firming up on the other other thing. Just giving it a little bit of color here. Maybe add a little water here. Oh, be right back. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sync City. Well, and welcome. And be right back. Let's add a little bit more of this neon red or fuchsia or whatever you want to call it. Gonna add that in there just to give another layer of paint. Maybe it'll become something someday, maybe not, but I was planning on using it for target practice for my BB gun, which I'll probably do. Maybe I'll do that live. I can just broadcast that live, maybe Friday afternoon, I think, maybe Friday afternoon. Just some color texturing, bright colors. And then we'll add one more bright color. And just put some of this down, Travel Siblings. Yep, it is nice. This is just a delay tactic here. Adding a little of this. We'll blend those colors down. Make some nice color effects in here. Oh! Kind of reminds me of fire when I mix these colors together like this. And the texturing of this thing is really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like painting on paper the best. Get that pukey paper towel thing to. This looks kind of really wondering, what is this thing with a hole in it? Look, a hole. It's got a hole in it. What do you do with holes? It had a balloon in it. It had a big balloon in it. Oh, my art is better than yours? Well, I've been practicing for a while. How long have you been painting, Sans? Let's take some of this titanium white over here. Mix that in. Three years. Well, just keep up with it. I've been working on painting since 2015. So almost 10 years, 9 years now. But before that, I did photography, and then I wrote a lot of poetry, and I played music too. So everything everything adds up and helps when you exercise your creative brain. It all adds in together. So that's just you just keep practicing and keep banging your head against the wall and breathing, and because that's really the most important thing. You breathe when you feel like things aren't going your way, and then you can always paint over what you painted. Like what the canvas that I'm working with today is actually a repurposed um, birch panel canvas, and the paint dries a lot slower on that. But this has some really, this looks really neat. These colors, when they blend together, are really neat. And so I'm going to put this aside, and hopefully I don't get any of those paints or anything on my floor or anything like that. And we're going to bring back this thing here, and clean off this brush. I don't think I'll be using this brush anymore today. And we will see what we can come up with. I have another sip of my coffee. So I have this. This is like one of my favorite coffee cups here. I like drinking coffee in china cups. I think some of those cups belong to my grandmother. My grandmother's been gone a long time, and so I need to get the next brush that we're using, and we're gonna use some brown. I got this brown that I started making, and we're gonna add some more yellow to it. Just that it'll be fine, and I think I need to tone it down. And actually, I need a different brush altogether. I'm gonna stand up for just a second, and I'm gonna get an additional brush that I do not have here in my ready collection of brushes. Okay. All right, we're going to use this brush here. I need to add a little more black to that, just to darken it up. Any tips for school? So, are you going into high school, travel sibling? I've been out of school a long, long time, but I'm going to put in so we're in our imagination. Take art and take wood shop. Take wood shop and take art. Do you want to take band class as well? So in Imagination Land, we're just going to put in I'm going to put in a big old tree trunk. It's going to just come right down here. It's going to live right here. And so you're doing an art club at school? That's cool. So we got this big old tree. The trunk of it is coming off of the canvas. I'm just going to finish that down here, like on the edge here. Yeah. Drum line, you mean like in a marching band? So this is really difficult to work with because of that the undercoat layer of gesso was still wet, and I should have started repurposing this thing like 2 days ago and not like at 4 o'clock this morning. And so it's like noon right now. So we're going to add in just some little bit of color. It's really hard because this is a wet. So what I'm doing right now is similar to Bob Ross's wet on wet painting. And Bob Ross painted with oils, and you're painting layers of paint, and it's all wet, and so you're not waiting for your layers to dry first before you add another layer. And I think I want to do another tree, but I kind of want it to be like it's coming right off of the it's kind of off of the out here. I do not like this brush stroke at all. It's really bothering me. So I'm going to extend this clear out to up over here. And so one of the things, as you know, if you're an artist, you know that sometimes you get really frustrated. And it's easy to get frustrated because your vision that you have in your head is different than what your ability is. And everybody, and this happens to everybody, everybody's ability is far, far better in their head than it is in actuality. And so I'm going to come in and so it's very easy to get frustrated when you are painting because of that, because you think you should be doing much better. And 10,000, I mean 10,000 subs or 10,000 views. I'm not going to get 10,000 views on this one, Sans, because the view counter is kind of hovering around. We got to go to the street. Okay. All right. Well, fam, thank you for popping in for just even a few minutes. The next time I'm going to do an afternoon live is Sunday afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon, about noon Pacific time, and so that's actually right around this time that you are going to sleep. So as I was saying about ability and your imagination, and when these two realities often do not measure up, and because of that, when you're painting and you're doing any kind of art, it is so easy to get frustrated and give up because it's so much harder than you think it is. And this happens to me too. And at this moment, I'm really feeling that level of frustration because of just my own lack of ability. And I'm going to, because this is a wood panel, and I haven't painted on the wood panel for a couple of years now, and I'm going to just sort of finish this over the edge. So I'm just telling you why. One of the things you need to remember when you are painting and you're doing anything at any stage of your life, especially if you guys are school age kids, is that teachers don't tell you this stuff. They don't tell you that pretty much all artists at every level, it's the same, because at every level you are, you think you should be so much better than you are. And because your expectations grows as you grow. And I'm going to put in some white in here. So we're just adding layers, and the paint is wet, so you got to go carefully, because it's very easy when the undercoating of paint is wet for you to actually smear the paint right off. And so that is, technique wise, it's important that you just go slow and you breathe. So that's it. I'm gonna I have a card for this. That was my soapbox. I was just getting on my soapbox, and I was explaining to you guys about the difference between ability and what your imagination says you can do. All right. So we're going to get started, get going some more on this. I'm going to put some green in this. And this is just a big old limb that's coming into your eyesight. And it's just from a big tree over there. But you know what? It needs some other limbs coming out here. I'm going to put a little more water on it. That got really gloopy. That's actually one of my pet peeves is gloopy paint. I like thin, I like lines that well, guess what then? This is the part of the video that I'm starting to put people to sleep. Let me just put some more of this white on here. Well, Alana, welcome to Imagination Land with Random Chatty Guy. And I'm going to need chicken butt. Guess what? Chicken butt? Alright, I need some more primary red, or some more red. So we're just going to use some of this cadmium red, and I'm going to add this right into here. I don't need very much red. You sub. Thank you very much for subbing. I'm glad that you like what you see. So I kind of like adding red right into these trees, even though in the States, especially where I live in the States, you don't see any trees like this. But if you go to Hawaii, you will see trees that have a brilliant red going right up into the trunks. like in pineapple trees and in other trees, and in colors like that. And though here, as I say, in the States, in the Pacific Northwest, you will not see. Oh, travel siblings, did I tell you about what happened to Jimmy Pizza and Bobby Burger? So I had all of those my pet creatures out. Well, yeah, I know. I had all of those pet creatures outside drying because I was going to paint them, and a bird came up and ate them. They all got pecked to death by a bird. Yeah, so they're I still have them. They're all still pecked to death, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to throw them out because there's not much left of them. So I'm gonna have a burial. So I think we'll have a I'll have I'm gonna bury them. Maybe I'll do a short video of my burial of Jimmy Pizza and Bobby Burger. Would I could probably do that this afternoon. And yeah, yeah. So I'll do that for you guys. It'll probably get no views, but um, I will do it. And so we're gonna just put this red in here. And then I'm gonna run on here and get some of this green and layer up the colors. You're underwater. Please help you. You're underwater. You're taking a bath or something? You're going swimming? Actually, this looks like there is some distance going on here. It's not as bad as I was thinking it would be. But we're just going to add these layers in. Just small layers. You have to just remember you're not Leonardo da Vinci. I'm not Monet. I'm no Rembrandt. I'm just a random guy. Just a random guy. I'm in the water. Oh. I hope you don't electrocute yourself in the water with your telephone. Maybe this needs a little limb here. It needs a limb. It needs another one too. Oh, and the people in the other room are being really loud on the phone. Need some limbs. Oh, everybody's gone. It's 111 right now. Oh, now it's 411. All right, all right. Go plug your phone in. Well, thank you, Sans. Thank you, Sans, for popping in for a little while. I really appreciate your support and for being here. Kind of got a little limb here coming out. Starting to look a little bit better. We need to put some fir trees or something in the maybe there's a little stream. rock here, huh? Texture it out. It looks like a beast. Looks like a big beast out there. Yeah. Let's put some red in this limb. An abstract painting. Yeah, it's got red in it. Those trees in Hawaii that have red in them, they're not really super limby trees. They have, yeah, they have they grow straight and tall. I'm kind of just seeing one right now in my mind's eye. I start by layering the color. I do the sky first. This is one that I did the other day. I'm kind of actually looking at this one right now. Painted on just some paper that was in a package of t-shirts. So yeah, you're just bringing up the layers. I do multiple layers. Oftentimes I use a brush like this, a round brush, or I use a square brush, and I hammer the paint. I hammer the paint into the canvas is what I do, and that it gets a more of a randomness of a texture to it. I have something I want to just see if I can lift off of here. I think this. Yeah, thank you, Travel Siblings. I guess we'll just put another thing coming off of here. Cover that up. You know, it's how things they live in your imagination, and that's why it's kind of the importance of breathing, because right before I started relaxing here, like I was really frustrated with how the progress of this was going, and just the gloopiness of the paint and how thick the paint was on here. I'm going to come over and paint the sides here where the this limb is coming up over the edges. You know, painting your edges. That's when you got something to make sure remember to do is to paint your edges. Making sure, okay, I painted that edge. Now I got this one over here. Painting the edges. You see that? That's nothing exciting here, but it's something that you need to remember to do when you're painting on canvases with edges, is to paint your edges. Yeah, I'm painting on a mini. You're painting on a mini canvas. Yeah, this one is pretty mini too. It's like see, I got a ruler here someplace. So this is 6 by 8 canvas here. It's a birchwood panel. Oh no! I didn't want that to happen. Well, I guess I just have to add a limb down that way too. Alright. Alright, Bill. Random guy. Here you go. We're going to add some more in here. Make it a little more brown. Black. Red. Green. Make brown. At least make brown for now. So we got this paint blotch that I end up putting on here by accident. So I'm going to just put a limb over here. I'm going to go back in, put that red in there. Nice, rich colors of red. And the beauty of painting on these types of canvases is that if, in the end, if you don't like it, you just paint over it. Which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Then someday in the future, they'll look at this and see that there's like 4 paintings on this. It's going bad. Your canvas is going bad right now that you're painting on. Let's go add some of this fluorescent red on it. It has some, like the lights is being very brilliant on here. Adding some texture. Don't forget to use your fingers to smudge the paint and do things like that, Sans. I would use my fingers on this one, except that the paint's way too wet, and I think it would probably destroy a lot of the effects. So if you look in here close, these brush strokes almost make it look like it's bark. And so when you got like areas of light and dark, you can get that effect of like bark. Maybe we'll put some white in here too. So just remember to breathe, Sans. So travel siblings. All right. You can do some painting today as well? Good. Good. Just going to put in here just a little bit of this, blending these colors together. As you can see when you're watching me do this painting from like beginning to end, that it's not a fast process. I'm actually going really fast, and I can go faster. I don't like what I just happened, but that's okay. It has an effect here. We're going to put this green right over that, blend it in there, make it more brownish. The different colors changes the texture of everything. And you're just shaping the color as you go along. All right, I'm going to go over to this one. zoned. You're in the zone now. So you've been zoning out Simba Dino Play. Well, you know what? Zoning out is good. You know, zoning out, it's kind of a relaxing process. Zoning out and if I weren't painting on camera, I would be painting to music. Papyrus, what are you? So, Papyrus, what are you? I think it needs another little branch. Well, you know what? Before I put another little branch in here, I'm gonna add some fir trees. Papyrus, no you. What are you? No you? No you, huh? That's it. That's kind of funny, actually. I am going to put some fir trees in here. Zoop. I'm going to put a big old trunk kind of coming down. Big old trunk. Maybe another one over here. Papyrus, I am talking to you. I'm talking to you. What are you? No, you. I'm talking to you. I want a little lighter line here. Let's just bring this on down. You made it to what? I'm at 712 now? Thank you, Simba. Papyrus, huh? All right, maybe another one right over here. And maybe just yeah, maybe clear off in the distance there. I'm going to use a different brush for that. I'm going to go into this one. We have a really fine point. And in the far, far away distance, let's just take a look at, see how this line is going to be. Sometimes you want to test it out. I really kind of want a thinner line, but that is going to do. We'll add a little bit more. I'm going to come up over here. I'm going to brace myself, and we're going to put in, oh, that's not working. The paint is too, I did not want that line. So we're going to put this over here. And maybe another one. Oh, I think I just ruined it. Sans Sir, about my brother. Oh no, I ruined it. I ruined it. I ruined it. Because that line was too gloopy. Maybe we just bring it down further. Okay. We bring it down further. It's a big tree that's in. Oh no. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look fine. It looks like. It looks gloopy. It looks gloopy. Random guy ruined it. The random guy ruined it. Let's bring that down here. Yeah, I know. I'm going to keep adding to it. Make my mistake the masterpiece. The happy accidents. That's what Bob Ross would say. Coming down here. Like that. All right. Maybe it's better. I don't know. Let's take some white and tone it down with this other colors here. Maybe we'll take it. No. Paint's too wet. It's too wet to use this technique. We're just going to have to do the stippling. Oh, it's a crying shame that I ruined my paintings today live on YouTube. Everybody in the whole world can see how I ruined my painting. Well, thank you. Maybe it looks awesome from down there, but from my point of view, it's not so awesome. But we'll add some other colors of red in here. And then we'll just use the same painting technique on all of these trees because it's too wet to do. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Sans, for the beauty of it. It does. I'm just gonna put this over here. Red trees. Well, you see red trees, but you don't see fluorescent red trees, except in Imagination Land. I'm going to just put that red undercoat on all of these ones up front. And this pinky color. Against the sky, it actually looks really cool. It looks kind of like the sky is moving. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. There's a song by... It was actually done by Jimi Hendrix. And then it was done by Soft Cell and some other bands. And one of the lines in it is, "Excuse me while I kiss the sky." Well, Travel Siblings, your painting is, you're still practicing, and just, you can paint over it if you want to, or you can just set it aside for a few minutes and then go add some more layers. Going to be adding these background layers like this. They're all kind of in there. Trees, and I think I need some bushes in the front of the tree, just to make it seem like there's more, just to cover up the bases here. Different colors. Yeah, some bushes. When I was like middle school age. Am from Undertale Sands. You're from what's Undertale? I guess too late now. We're putting this color in here too. The show under. Oh, you mean like a cat being underfoot? Well, hello, Amanda. Welcome to Random Guy Paints the Sky. Under you, huh? Thank you. Oh no, I ruined this. I ruined this tree. It was just perfect as it was, and then I went and added that fluorescent red to it, and now I ruined it again by adding some white to it. And I think I need to add some yellow to it and ruin it some more. You know what? While we're in imagination land, let's go with fluorescent neon yellow. Let's ruin that tree a little bit more by adding some neon yellow to it. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to ruin this tree more by adding that color. Let's go in. Well, I've been working off this brush. Oh, what happened over here? I forgot to clean off a brush. No, it isn't fine. It's got all that white gloopy stuff on it. It's not fine at all. It's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. Now you're gonna see random guy cry for ruining his tree. There's no going back from this ruination here. There's no way to fix it. There's no way to fix it. It's snow. Well, yeah, you're right. It could be snow. But it's summertime. How could it be snow in summertime? I can make it a masterpiece. How about a disaster piece? I'm going to retitle this as Random Guy. When I stop going live on this, I'm going to call it Random Guy Disaster Piece. It's still melting in July, huh? Random Guy cries. His disaster piece, his masterpiece turned into a disaster. A disaster right on live on YouTube. And this is just muddy as hell. I gotta stop doing this. I gotta stop doing that tree because I just... Oh, you know what? We can add a limb right over here and then that might help it out. But from this point of view, it looks like caca. Caca, caca, papa. Caca, papa, papa, papa. All right, so let's go do something else for a little bit and let that dry. So we're doing some leaves, doing different color leaves against the sky. Oh, was I okay, sorry. But it's probably not a word of that YouTube is going to flag me for. Okay. At least I didn't say the other words that were in my mind. Simba Dino Play, sir. Okay, alright, alright, alright. No more cussing. No more cussing from random guy. That looks nice. Maybe we can distract the eye. Oh, the butterflies travel? Kind of put this stuff in. It's like a flower tree or something. That's where they are filled with pollen and little bits of snow. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm having I'm having those old time fixation things I used to have from the audio processing disorder. Some of the autistic kinds of carryover issues that I had. I'm starting to have those right now. When I'm looking at this tree, I'm getting kind of obsessed with it. AM at 10%. Uh-oh. I wonder what mine is, because I kind of went into this thing at like 3/4 full of energy, and I don't know if I can plug into my phone while it's live on YouTube. So I think that actually branch looks okay. Let's add some more of these flower colors here and some more white. There we go. Kind of, it's like a rose tree or something. This is starting to feel a little bit better. What do you, M? Okay, it's awesome. Thank you, Eduardo. Eduardo, welcome. Welcome to Imagination Land with some random guy on the internet. Let's see if I can go back and salvage this tree. So what do I mean? Oh, you don't have a charger? Um, let's see. What did I say? What do I mean? I forgot what I said. Um, I know that I was kind of talking a little bit about my neurodivergent brain. It gets kind of fixated on things, and I get fixated on stuff. Like this tree, for instance. Let's put some black into it. Oh, well, this branch over here, it looks okay. I mean, compared to this tree over here that I ruined, that's what I'm kind of talking about. It kind of looks, a tree that I completely ruined, and butterflies. Okay, how about maybe, you'll have a suspension of belief if I add something like that flying around, and you can say they're butterflies, and or somebody could say they're birds. How about that? Okay, I don't think I'm going to touch that tree anymore because I don't think I can salvage it at all. Now it looks like mud. And I want to put some I'm going to put some bushes in here. It's not working. Not working. You'll catch the viewer's eye to the sky instead of the mistake even more. Yeah, with that stuff. Yeah. Okay. We're going to just put some stalks up like this. And maybe a couple more in the front here. Maybe it's grass. Maybe some of this color. Oh no. No, don't do that to me. Oh, okay. Breathe, random guy. Breathe randomly. Breathe and hold your head in your hands and scream. No, not right now. We are going to do something here and salvage this disaster piece. I need a different kind of brush. I need a different kind of brush. Well, look at those. I need a different kind of brush here. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and put some bushes right here. And I'm going to use these two colors. I'm gonna mix them together and some bushes. Maybe a little of this fluorescent green. Kind of muddies things up a bit. How about that? They're kind of like flowers. They're bushes of flowers. It kind of helps to salvage things. Maybe we'll use some blue too. Okay, so that tree's not too bad. I'm going to paint the edge, all of this color here. pinky color going in there to the edge. Okay. Making sure we don't do any more ruining my painting here in Imagination Land. Okay, I'm going to I ruining, yeah, I'm gonna yeah, ruining it. And maybe a little of this color over here in the far, far away, because these random world. Well, yeah, that's right. Because Imagination Land is there's a South Park episode called Imagination Land. Mm-hmm. All right. I feel like you know what? I'm not going to do any more. Yeah, thank you. Remember to like and subscribe to my. I think if I do any more to this painting, I'm going to ruin it completely. So, if you're coming in on the replay, make sure you do all the YouTube things that help out the algorithm. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. And I'm going to do the finishing touches on this thing, which are something in the sky that might resemble butterflies. I think I have another brush that I can use for that. Maybe. Nope, I guess it's this one here. And then what else do we got here? This is a reminder of what this is. This is Days of Our Craft. And I'm your host, Random Guy, just some random guy, and this is the on the internet. And I am let's get this to work out. Oh, okay. All right. I am going to put in here either birds or butterflies. Got some blue things. They could be birds. They could be butterflies. They could be just splotches of paint. Maybe some ones that are pretty red flying around. There. It's a nice cloud of these things. Birds or butterflies. You take your pick of what they are. Maybe another one that's with the blue. Maybe a little touch of that white in there. Maybe this one's a moth, huh? There. All around. Just flying in. Happy, happy birds. Okay. Well, Sans, I'm just about ready to end this stream. I'm at 90 minutes in. And I'm going to have my breakfast. And can't really see it against purple on purple. You can't really see that. I might just add burbaflies. Yes, excellent. Excellent. Burbaflies. Maybe this one's over. No, that's not going to work. It's okay. We'll put it over there. That one's over there in the distance. Maybe another one here. But you know, I might do a... God, I don't want to ruin the damn thing. If I add one more piece of information in here, it could actually ruin the whole thing. So I'm not going to do it. You have to use restraint sometimes. So I may just put my initials in right here. W, J, L. Those are my initials. W, J, L. William James Lindbergh. There we go. 24. No, because I might paint over this. So there we go. Burbaflies in Imagination Land. Here is the painting we did here in Imagination Land with your host, Random Guy, just that some random guy on YouTube who does stuff on the 999 ASMR Tarot Show. Oh, we might do just one more, just so that you know that I am a tarot program, and so I will do one more tarot card. Hopefully it's a good one. Okay, Four Pentacles. Four Pentacles, you are holding on to your talents. And so this says that you need to give away something to, you don't need to hold so tightly onto your talents and things that you have. And make sure you give away to others that which you possess. And that's what the meaning of this is. And so that's kind of what we did today. I gave away my talents to the world of YouTube, to you, to Travel Siblings, to Simba Dino Play, to Sans, to Amanda at Tropical Empress. Who else came in here? I know there was Eduardo came in. Eduardo for a minute. We go back a ways. Fam Mosser from Poland. Tropical Empress and Spirit. And who else came in? Tarot Ask Backwards came in for a few minutes on a break from his work. Let me go back in time. There's a lot of chats in here. You guys are really awesome people. Really awesome. And I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. And we got Sin City, welcome. Thank you for popping in. Agibi, thank you. Lake Abash, thank you. AJ, thank you. Robin, thank you. B, thank you. Dom, thank you. And that goes all the way back to the beginning of all the people who left a message in the chat, and I am going to call it a day. The next time I'm going to come on will be maybe Friday afternoon, but definitely at 11 p.m. on Friday Pacific time. I'm going to try to come on sometime Friday afternoon. I don't know when. And then I will probably do a afternoon one on Saturday. I want to, before people go back to school, I want to do an afternoon with my BB gun and paper mache things that didn't work out too well. Anyway, so that's kind of my schedule. It's the next time I'm live, guaranteed live, is 11 p.m. on Friday Pacific time, 11 p.m. on Saturday Pacific, maybe Friday afternoon, and maybe Saturday afternoon around this time. And so that is it for today. Thank you for all the likes and the subs. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm going to wish you guys a great rest of the day and enjoy your summer. Give away your talents to other people. Give away something of yourself to your friends and to your neighbors. Share yourself to them and feel the light of the sun in you today. Bye-bye. And, all right. And do good in school, travel siblings. Bye. And thank you.